Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to work out payroll deductions as a show of how to do current liabilities. I'll be working out of the accounting workbook. So on page 326, the worksheet, it says on November 3rd, 2014, the May Corporation had the following payroll numbers. The tax accountant is preparing the company's payroll accounts for week end November 3rd, 2014. In addition to the numbers below, the May Corporation pays into their employees 4% of their gross pay. The company also pays $125 per pay period for employees' health care premiums. And it gives you a chart of the employees, their annual gross, their weekly gross, and their income tax withholdings to date. So using the information above, answer the following questions. What is the May Corporation's FICA Social Security tax for each employee and the company's total FICA Social Security tax expense for this period? So FICA, FICA Social Security tax. If you see the chart above, they tax the first $117,000 of income. And so if you look at a chart of the May company's employees, and I created one, you would take an individual's salary. For example, we will go back to Teresa May. She made $2,354.96, and you would multiply that by the rate, which is 6.2% or 0.062, and you would get a FICA Social Security tax of $146 and a penny. As I stated before, you should create a file, a spreadsheet for that. So here you are. If you see here, as I said, the FICA is for $117,000. Clearly, if you're looking at individuals' annual gross, everyone below this line here, so between Teresa and Malik, make under the $117,000. So their current gross pay, weekly pays, would be taxed, right? So all these individuals. However, here's the thing: Teresa's annual gross pay is $112,458. So the question is, should she be taxed? Because that's her annual gross pay. That's not what she's made to date. And assuming that she makes equal payments out of 52 weeks, you would see that if you were to take her annual gross pay and divide it by 52 weeks, you would see that her $2,354.96 weekly salary is what she currently makes. Now, there is it says that this pay period is November 3rd. And November 3rd is the 44th week of the year. So, being it's the 44th week, if we took 44 and multiplied it by $2,354.96, we would get $103,618.24, meaning that all of her weekly amount in this period is subject to FICA Social Security. And then lastly, we have Vincent May. Vincent makes $156,000, so it's pretty safe to say that his would not be taxed, but Teresa's would. So with that being said, how you would find this, and so I want to go back to this, right? So all of our FICA Social Security tax has been calculated, and the total is right here. So next, the next question asks us to calculate May Corporation's FICA Medicare tax. Now, Medicare, unlike Social Security, does not have a ceiling. So therefore, everyone's salary is, no matter the amount, is subject to it. So to use Vincent May, for example, we would take his $3,015.96, multiply that by 1.45% or 0.0145, and you would get $43.73 worth of Medicare, and that will be represented in this column. Now the next question is, how much does the May Corporation pay this period for federal unemployment tax for each individual employee and their total? Now, federal unemployment tax is capped at, and state unemployment tax is capped at the first $7,000. And if you can see, even the lowest paid employee with the May Corporation, which would be Salaja, right, is not has made more than $7,000. As I said before, if you were to take 44 weeks multiplied by Salaja's $643.33 salary, that would be more than $7,000. So therefore, there is no federal unemployment or state unemployment tax that the company has to pay, expense that they have to pay for that period. So with that, the fifth question is, if the above payroll expenses are the only payroll expenses incurred by the employees, give each employee's net pay for this period. So I'm going to go and clear those, the writing, so I can show you. For employees, their net pay would be their gross pay minus their Social Security minus their Medicare. And at this point, that will be all, because as it states before, that we don't see any other deductions out of their paycheck. The employer pays the federal unemployment taxes. The employer has decided to cover their 401k and also their health insurance. So for the employees, their net pay would just be their gross pay minus their Social Security tax and their Medicare tax. So this is a very nice company, very generous. Now, question 6, if the above payroll expenses are the only payroll expenses incurred by the employer, give each May Corporation's total payroll expenses for each employee and the total. Okay, so we've dealt with the net pay for the employees. Now, how much does May Corporation's total expenses come up to? What May's corporation's total expenses come up to is we're going to take the employee's gross pay. We're going to add the Social Security and Medicare, because the employer has to pay a match of what the employees pay. They have to pay out unemployment taxes if they had some, but in this case they don't. May also decided to contribute to their employee 401k plan. So they need to pay for their 401k plan, and they pay for employee health insurance. So all of those things go into their total, their wage expense. So if the seventh question says, create a journal entry the May Corporation would enter for this pay period. So if the May Corporation was to enter a journal entry for this pay period, the first thing they will put is their wage expense, and they would debit the amount of $8,492.73. It's the total amount of wages that they paid for the period. Then they would debit FICA, Social Security expense for $339.56. And then they would debit FICA Medicare expense $123.14. They would also debit their 401k expense $339.71, and they would debit employee health care the amount of $875. And then all of this would come to a credit of cash of $10,170.14. I hope this helps. Have a great day.